Good morning, surveyors, mathematicians, data analysts. Today we are solving a particular question using both observation equation and condition equation. Now, this is MATLAB coding, which helps us for, for faster calculations. It helps us to solve voluminous questions, no matter how complex question is, and also help us in our projects for our projects and the likes. Okay, so in this video I will explain this code to you using our various parameters, and so let's go. Now, this question was given to us to solve for four unknowns. Okay, let me give you a pattern of the question. Right, so this is how the question looked like. So, but not exactly this particular question. So we'll ask to find four unknowns. A is being given to us, so I asked to find B, C, D, and E. That is four unknowns, and we have 8 observations. Now, for this code, distance will be used for our P matrix, and this change in height used is our LB1. You understand? It was given to us in the field. LB2 is what we will be solved for, and used in the code as well. So you can get now, you can understand how the question look like. Now this code is not just a rigid one that we just solve for only 4 unknowns and 8 observations. No, if you have 20, if you have 30 unknowns, if you have 100 unknowns, if you have a million unknowns, and no matter the number of observations you have, this code is adjustable. It adjusts itself. Once you just input your number of unknowns and your number of observations, it will fit in the rest to suit your code and the matrix you need to supply for the code. You understand? Now these are our parameters, and now I would like to show you how they are. This is a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It is 8 by 1 matrix. Now this semicolon means this is on its own. Now I'll run the code for you so you can get how it looks like. Now this before the semicolon. This is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It is 8 rows, and this is 4 columns. So it's 1 2 3 4. So it's a 8 by 4 matrix. All right. So let me run the code so you can get the idea of what I'm talking about. Now let's first tackle this. Alright, let's first run the code. Let's run the code first. Alright, it has run. I've run the code already. Now, for the purpose of my screen, I've copied those parameters on my notepad so you can see it side by side with the answer. Now, this is here. Remember, I said 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now, this is how it's represented. This line of code look like. Now for my A, this is how it looks like. Like I said before, the semicolon, this is 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, and the rest 5 6 7 8. This is how it looks like. This is a 8 by 4 matrix. 8 by 4 matrix. Alright, now for the B, so it look like same way, 4 by 8 matrix. So this is the W, this is the W here, this is the LB that was given to us in the field. Now let's take a look at our P and this one. Now this P1 is equally weighted. That's why we have 1 in our diagonals, 1 here like this, because it's equally weighted. But the question is telling you that it was not equally weighted. So for this formula you are seeing here, it means this P1 8 I8. This is the one here. Now, but for this one you are seeing here, diagonal, this formula here is for this up one here. Now it just means replace this one you are seeing here with 1 over 9. This is 1 over 9 if you push your calculator. Replace the second one you are seeing here with 1 all over 4. 1 over 4 is 0.25. Now replace this third one here with 1 all over 4, the same thing here. So my diagonal here will be replaced by these values: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You understand? This is how we got this particular one you are seeing here. So this is P, replacing our diagonal with these values, this distance we got from the field. You understand? So alright, so since I've explained my parameters, now let's go to the formula, the code. Alright, so let's go to code. I can claim my command window. Alright, now remember I said this formula this code can adjust itself no matter what number of unknown points you have. So this code here is telling us n is how to input enter number of unknown points, enter number of observation, that is our number of unknown points, that is our n, number of observation is our m, that is our column and our row. Now this is just a input your matrix of A. So remember how it looks like. We'll copy this A, which is a from this one. Since we have 4 unknown and 8 observations, we are having a 8 by 4 matrix. You understand? So this is for A. We input our P matrix. Remember P is not equally weighted. Now we'll put our LB1. Remember I said LB1 was given to us in the field. That is our change in height. And LB2 is what we'll solve a little for. Now this is just a check in case for a peradventure you made a mistake in any of this when you are typing it in your command window and make a mistake and it's not equal to what it's supposed to be. It will alert you that there's an error. It's not supposed to be like that. Now as we are running the code, we'll put that little error so you can know what I'm talking about. Alright, so this is the formula we use to get our answer, and this is how the answer will be represented. Now it will now switch to our condition equation. It will ask for number of condition equation. I think you supposed to know how number of condition equation. Alright, so from this particular question we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 condition equation. So it depends on the equation you have. You can have 5, you can have 6, depends. So number of condition equation, we put our P parameters matrix, our W, and it's also like a check. So let's now run the code and see how it look like. Nice. We have run the code. It's asking us for our unknown points. No, not like an unknown point. Like we have 4 points. That is, we can name unknown point that we're looking for the values of those points. So that's why we said 4. So that's why we call them unknown point. We have 4. Number of observations, there are 8 from this question. So we have set our parameters. Number of unknown points is now our row. So it's now our column, and number of observations is now our row. So we have set it. We enter. Sorry, let's clear again. Let's Control C to stop our code. CLC to clear, and we'll run the code again. Right, so put 4, 8. Alright, so it's telling us our matrix, because we have 4 unknown and 8 observations. Its matrix A must be 8 by 4 matrix. So if we have 5 here and we have 10 here, it must be 10 by 5 matrix. You understand? So I bring in my notepad and I copy matrix A, which is this. Copy it. Alright, paste. That's telling us that our P must be a 8 by 8 matrix. Right. Let's assume we make a mistake here. Let's run the code and assume we make a mistake here. Or let's first should we continue first so that you can see how this check really come to play. Because sometimes we make mistake by removing one of these zeros and we have series of errors. Okay, let's continue first. Alright, so our matrix P must be 8 by 8 matrix. Remember, it's not equally weighted, so diagonal must be changed. So when we're not using this one, we are using this. Remember, these values were given to us as distance from the question. So I copy, I paste, enter. So my LB1, which was given to us 2 in the question, that is change in height, was given to us. So this is it. I copy it also. I paste. So okay, my LB2 is what we solved for, which is this, and this is an 8 by 1 matrix. So I copy, paste. Now let's do this check here. Let's assume this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now it will work, but let's assume we basically forget to add this one. Now this is a what, 7 by 1 matrix. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now everybody said it must be 8 by 1 matrix. Now let's run the code, let's see if it will work. Now it's telling you there's error in LB2 because LB2 must be a 8 by 1 matrix, not 7 by 1 matrix. You understand? So what you do again is to rerun the code. For me, I clear first and I rerun the code. So you can see where those checks comes in. If there's a mistake in your work, it will not run. It will give you error and tell you it's supposed to be like this. But let's go again. 4 8. Let's be fast. 4 8. Okay, so our A matrix. Copy, paste. Our B matrix. This, copy, paste. LB1, L1. Copy, paste. Let's put in the right one now. This is the correct one. Copy, paste. Right, so now this is our answer for B, C, D, E. Understand? Alright, so it's now asking for number of, so let's drag this up a little. Number of condition equation, which there are 4. I've told you before. Now it must be a 4 by 8 matrix. So where's my B? This might be 4 by 8 matrix. If you make mistake, it will tell you I can't take that. Go again. Enter. My W must be a 4 by 1 matrix. Copy. Paste. Alright. Now you can see I've inserted my B and my W. Now remember from the formula, it collect P from, it's still because it's still on the same script, so you collect P from our first P where we inserted. So this is our formula. Sorry, this is our answer that's giving us our residuals, and this LA now is our change in height plus or minus our residuals. That's how we got this. Now remember this on the final answer because it does not look like this is, you understand. So with this particular one, I will now go to our subtraction equation and pick out our unknowns from there and insert these values inside. Insert some of these values inside plus our A that was given to us, and our answers supposed to be like this, exactly like this. And if peradventure there's maybe a discrepancy to be in this particular 0.00, okay, so 0.001 accuracy. So this is the code of how to insert. The code will request for the parameters that you use to work. No matter how big or small it is, it will work very well. You can send in your parameters or to the comment section so we can test the code and give you your answer, or you can request for the scripts. Thank you very much. Peace.